Hi, I'm here with Eddie, and we're investigating the popularity of documentaries as a genre. So, Eddie, do you watch many documentaries?
Not a lot of documentaries. I do occasionally watch one though, like if one I'm interested comes up, but no.
Okay, so what kind of topics would interest you?
Like there was one about the president's murder. I find that very interesting.
Okay, so how many per month do you think you would watch?
1 or 2 a month.
Okay, so you don't actually seem to watch a lot of documentaries. Is there like a reason for that?
Most of the things don't really interest me, and I wouldn't like watch them as a series or something just because things wouldn't interest me.
Okay, do you feel documentary is a well-known genre with a positive representation or a negative one?
I think they have positive representation because they're informative.
Informative. Okay, so do you feel maybe like there's a prejudice against documentaries for seeming boring because they're educational, or not?
Sometimes, but I think only by children.
Okay.
Adults, not at all.
Okay, so do you think maybe current and modern genres of film, for example, like sci-fi and horror and comedy and stuff like that, do they outweigh documentaries in the film industry in terms of popularity?
Yeah, I think they probably do.
Okay, and do you think maybe in any way documentaries could increase audience or viewer share? Like, what could they do to maybe make them more popular as a genre?
I think if they had wider publicity and went on like better channels.
Okay, cool. So maybe do you think after this interview you're going to watch more documentaries, or maybe not?
I don't know, I don't think so.
Okay, well, thank you very much for partaking.
Right.
This is the second interview investigating the popularity of documentaries as a genre, and I'm here with Danique. So, firstly, Danique, do you watch many documentaries?
Yeah, I actually do. Probably like twice a month.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So twice a month, that's kind of a lot for our age group, which is about 17 and 16-year-olds. So is there a reason why you watch a lot?
I find them really interesting. Like they investigate like just one fact, but they make it into such like a visual representation. So I find them so interesting.
Good. Are there any like topics that you're particularly interested in?
Yeah, I like crime documentaries and just like weird ones that investigate stuff.
Okay. Do you feel documentary is a well-known genre with a positive representation or a negative one?
Definitely positive. Like no one really has anything against documentaries, but some people find them boring.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was just going to ask if that you felt there was a prejudice against documentaries for seeming boring, or
yeah, definitely. Some people.
Yeah. And do you think maybe current and modern genres of film, for example, sci-fi or horror and comedy and stuff like that, do you think they outweigh documentaries in the film industry in terms of popularity or not?
They've always like dominated documentaries because documentaries never really been seen as like a film thing. But yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, no, that's been the consensus of quite a lot of people.
Yeah.
But do you think in any way documentaries could increase audience and viewer share, for example, like advertising better or increasing their demographic?
What do you mean increasing the demographic?
So as in expanding their market. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. If they advertise more, because like big films like sci-fi, all them genres you're talking about, they advertise a lot. That's why a lot of people go to see it. So if documentaries advertise a lot and they're like shown in the cinemas as well, I reckon they could get, a good outtake.
Yeah, I agree. So after this interview, I know you already watch a lot of documentaries, but do you feel like you'll be open to more documentaries or maybe not?
Yeah, I'm always open, but it's a time issue.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Danique.
It's cool.
The third and final investigation into the popularity of documentaries as a genre, and I'm here with Jaden. So, first question I've asked everyone, Jaden, is do you watch many documentaries?
No, not really. Not particularly, no.
Well, it's surprising because you're really into film.
Yeah, I know. I mean, what can I say? I prefer creative, fiction as opposed to the recounting of several live events.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's interesting. Why do you feel like this? What about documentaries doesn't really interest you?
Well, if it's a particular, period of time that I find interesting, I'll often watch it, but I do prefer to watch like original pieces of work, like actual films that have been written and everything.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, well, so then do you feel documentary is a well-known genre with a positive representation or like a negative one?
No, I think it's mainly positive. Like they often they never really portray like Nazis in a good way or anything. So, I don't hate on documentaries, but I find them quite, they're not my thing.
Okay, so then, following that, do you think there's a prejudice against documentaries for seeming boring?
No, I don't think so, because I think that a lot of people are like interested in different points of time. So there'll always be something that interests somebody.
Oh, interesting. That's not really a common answer, so that's good. Do you think like current and modern genres of film, like sci-fi and horror and comedy and stuff, do you think they outweigh documentaries in the film industry in terms of popularity?
Yeah, like when you look at like all like the big like money makers in like film, it's always like Transformers or something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's obviously more like popular than documentary.
Okay, and do you think maybe like, because you do enjoy films and everything and you know quite a lot about this, do you think in any way that documentaries could market themselves better to increase their demographic and audience share?
Well, if like producers of documentaries maybe like looked into producing them as like biopic films with like proper actors and everything, as opposed to documentaries shown on TV, then maybe more people will go to see them.
Well, that's an interesting point of view. And so really quickly, after this interview, do you feel that you'll be open to more documentaries or not?
Yeah, I'll probably go home and watch a couple of documentaries right now, actually.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Okay, well, it's good that I've had an influence on you. Well, thank you very much. And this concludes the investigation into the popularity of documentaries.